And we're live. Let's see if anybody comes in right quick. So we're going to talk about some of this Christmas crafting we're going to do. I'm going to do a Christmas craft hop. Hop. And I bought some cool things to work on. And we're just going to talk about that. And so here's the deal. If you're interested in joining the hop, a comment or message me on Facebook if you're a friend. But you can leave a comment also with just the link to your video. And this is what we're going to do is today is Tuesday. So by a week from tomorrow, make a video. I did get a package. It's beautiful, Jude. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. So by 2 weeks from today, let's do this. By 2 weeks from today, make a Christmas craft. It can be anything, but just make it Christmas themed and videotape yourself of it. Put your video up and send me a link, and we'll hop from videos to videos. I will include all of your links on my Christmas craft video, and then we will, that way everybody can go and see everybody's craft. So you can make a video of it while you're making it. You can make a video of it after it's done if you prefer. You can make like a slideshow. Some people like to do slideshows where they take pictures of each step of it and then put it all together in a slideshow presentation. So I'm going to show y'all some of the things that I bought to craft with. I've been to the Dollar Tree. So basically my choices here are Dollar Tree and Walmart. So I got this check, and I'll probably cut this, be cut up and using probably the white and black strips and then the red and that separate. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this, but I got this check. I'm going to use it. It's a scarf, but at $1 you can't buy fabric that cheap. Then I got 2 of these. Is anybody else in here? Come on, people. Don't you want to chit chat? So, and I'm going to show, before we get done here, I'm going to show the things I got from you, Jude. They're gorgeous. So this is an infinity scarf, but seriously, it's just sewed together there. And this is buffalo check, and I can take it out and cut it off. I'm going to unwind it so it'll start easing, the wrinkles will start easing out of it. And I will cut it, and it is black and red buffalo check, and I'll cut it into strips and use it too. Now, I'll tell you what my ideal is on this. So I'm thinking of making little strips that are 2 blocks wide, like this. Hey, everybody. Hi, Lydia. No, I don't keep my sewing machine set up. I have 2 sewing machines, actually. Anyway, so if you want to join into the Christmas craft hop, leave a comment. And this is what you're going to do. If you've got a video, a YouTube channel, you will make a Christmas craft, make a video of it, of the finished craft, of the crafting process, however you want to do it. Make a video of it. Send me the link to that video after you've got it. And y'all all know I'm cndlovin@yahoo.com. Send me a link, and then we will join the videos. We'll hop from video to video. So, no, I don't keep my sewing machine set up. I mean, I could, except for I really don't have a lot of room. Now, at my old house, before I moved here, I did keep it set up all the time on my desk. But I had, my office there had wall to ceiling to floor shelves. So all this crap that's right here on my desk was in a shelf. And so now I don't have room. So anyway, you got a sewing machine on your Christmas list. I have 2 sewing machines. In fact, every time I go to Savers and stuff like that, if I find them cheap, I buy them. At one point I had 5, and then I gave them away. several of them away to people that wanted a sewing machine, and then I sold I think 2 of them in a yard sale. So I will cut this into strips and then tie it onto a Christmas tree for a rustic Christmas tree. So uh, so I have 2 of those because they only had like 3 of them left, and I wanted the buffalo plaid, so the red plaid, because I'm gonna show y'all. Hey, Gail, A. Um. So Oh, if you bought from me last night, if you've paid, um, let me know if you want me to go ahead and ship it or wait till Thursday morning, because Wednesday, April and I are having a craft sale. If you want me to go ahead and ship, I will. But if you think you might be wanting to buy in the craft sale, I can wait. So just let me know. Um, but if you want me to wait, we can do that. It's gonna be a baking themed craft sale. We're gonna have a lot of cookbooks, some baking stuff. I got some cake decorating books. But then there's gonna be just general crafting things too, general craft stuff. So, but I've had some say they wanted me to wait. So let me know if you want me to wait. If you want me to go ahead and ship it, I can. Just let me know. So anyway, so I got 2 of these. So I got these little Christmas trees. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. I was actually looking for some red truck kind of stuff. Yes, I did get your information, Mike. I did get it. So, um, so the red truck was hugely popular, and I may end up making me a red truck out of wood and painting it, and then painting these trees green to go in the back of it. So, okay, I'll go ahead and ship, Gail. That's fine. I actually have them all ready. They're all bagged up. So I saw a cute craft using styrofoam balls that they painted the black, and then they drew a penguin face on them and used a pine cone for the body and black felt. And I have tons of black felt. So that's an idea. Then I just couldn't leave that. Some burlap and lace ribbon. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it'll have. So this here is my other thing. So the the uh, trees. I've got 2 little white trees, and I'm going to take them apart, take them out, and these little trees are just real sparse, and I'm going to put them together to make one fuller tree, and then I'm going to decorate it all with red berries and those red ties on this. And if I can find a red truck ornament, I'll probably top it with a red truck ornament. If I can't, then I'll top it with something else. But anyway, it's going to be a red and white tree, and more than likely I'm going to oh. Hey, Dave, will you bring me that white tub that's sitting in that chair or sitting in the front of that chair that has the little red truck on it? Will you bring me that white tub? So I have this cute little white tub, and I'm going to put these trees in it. And I'm probably going to wrap some of this red and black plaid around the bottom of it, like a burlap ball, to make yeah, that little white Christmas tub. Yes. So this is my plan, is to set, I'm going to make like a burlap ball, set this down in it, not all the way to the bottom. I'll prop it up, set it, probably put a box on it, and I'll put some moss or something over top of it. Excuse you, I'm live. Thank you. Anyway, and I'll set it down in here, and then I will decorate it in red and the red. I got red berries, I got all that, and then that'll be that. And I'll take this over to my booth and put it up for sale. So anyway, but I have the little red truck thing dashing through the snow. So, if I could find, that's an ideal. If I can find another one of these, and I know which Dollar Tree I got this one at, and I have to go to big town, Thursday. May stop and see if I could get another one, because the ends of these have good size red trucks. And I wonder if I cut them out and tried to, I could cut them out and make ornaments out of them, couldn't I? That would be really cool. So if I can't find a wooden one, I'll do that. So, but yeah, that'll be cute in that with the red and white, and I'll show it. It's going to be my craft for the craft hop. So anyway, not an original ideal, but it is an ideal I saw somebody doing a take on. And, I say that I know this isn't nice, but there really isn't a whole lot of original ideals out there. We all see something that makes us think of something that we want to try to do it our way. So anyway, so y'all want to see what I got from Jude this afternoon, actually. So Jude had a sale. She had a guess a pop-up sale kind of thing. Anyway, I thought I'd drop something. So I got this little brooch. Here, that's what I'm looking for. Wanted to see what it says. It says Israel. Oh, I remember. Silver 925 Israel. And so it is missing, and I knew that it was missing it. It wasn't that she sold me anything defective. I knew it was gone. And more than likely, I'm just going to take this other end off because this is probably going to be something I'm going to wear for a while. So, and wear it. I might take this one off and then hang some little silver chain. I have some little silver chain, and then hang it and wear it as a necklace. I could hang silver chain from that, a couple of silver chain from that, and then it's got a pendant back. So isn't that cute? It's signed Israel 925 silver. And then I know y'all will not ever understand why I bought this. It's turtles. It's turtle time. And they're 925 little turtles. You got Mama Turtle, Papa Turtle, and Baby Turtle. The 3 little turtles. So, anyway, he's adorable. And then there's this. And this is how it came. Actually, this pin was down inside of that, but she had this pinned on that. And this is a sterling silver real shell cameo. Vintage. Gorgeous. Absolutely. Positively beautiful. Hey, Anamora. How are you, hon? This is so pretty. Happy Tuesday. Haven't been doing my Tuesday afternoon things. Everything's been crazy, but I thought I'd pop on here with the craft information, the craft top information. So it is real shell. You can see through it. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous, and it does stay sterling on it. It's beautiful. I'm so happy with that. That makes, out of all the cameos that I have, and I have probably between 50 and 60 cameos, that makes only my second real cameo. One from Jude and one from Bougie Bear that I bought. So, well, I've showed y'all 3 things. Thought I bought 4. Is there another thing in there? 1, 2, 3. What else? Maybe laying in there on the couch. Who has Japanese beetles? I have Japanese beetles everywhere. It's gotten cold and they come in the house. I was sure there was a 4th thing. So, tell me, Jude, you have a memory better than mine. Mine is so slippery these days. So, Barbie and Ken's show starts at 6 o'clock Eastern, I believe, or 5 o'clock Eastern. Hey, Moonstone Mama, I sent you an email today, sweetie. Duh. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. And then this right here. Dude, you did not lie to me when you said this is so gorgeous. There. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh. It's on a pink mother of pearl background. It's got little mother of pearl leaves and then these red rhinestones and then there's a little pearl there. It is absolutely stunning. So beautiful. I'm thinking about giving this one to my mama, except this one is really, really old. It's got a trombone clasp. And if you don't know what a trombone clasp is, I'll show you. We'll have a little bit of a lesson. A trombone clasp is where you've got the little pin and you pull the pin out and then your pin goes in and out, but then you put it back. Hold on, let me get it back in there. Put it back in there and then you push the trombone clasp back in. And I don't think I got it in right. There we go. There. And then it goes like that. So if you ever see a pin that has a little pin here, yeah, it is so pretty. It is gorgeous. My mama will want it, but I'm thinking, yeah. Although she does display hers, I display mine in my bedroom. Hers is in her spare room, which that's where all the company stays. But I just bought her a brooch from Barbie. I just bought mama brooch. So anyway, but they were gorgeous. I am over the moon thrilled with all of those. Over the moon. It is awesome. So, but guys, y'all know I have like adult ADD, right? My mind jumps from subject to subject. Hey, Jude, didn't I send you something in this bag? Oh, that's sweet, Mike. I collect cameos, and I don't have a lot of the ones I have are just the rosin ones, but I bought the one from April, and then I bought this one here from Miss Jude. So anyway, yeah, I think because I remember having a bag like this, and I'm always like when I'm shipping stuff, I'm always sticking stuff in bags. So anywho, it's so cute. It does look beautiful displayed on it. I may take it in there and lay it on. I have, maybe one day I'll just bring my whole tray of cameos in here and show y'all, because I have cameos of every color. And I'm not a snob about that they have to be a shell. I just love the shell ones. Oh my gosh, Mike. How long have you been collecting them? There we go. I think I got it. There. So that's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? That is pretty. You know what? I'll get a piece of that stuff and stuff that a little, and that'll look real pretty. So since 1972, wow. Yeah. In 1972, I was 7 years old, so the only thing I collected then was probably boogers. Sorry, that's so crude. So, so look here, guys. I think I've showed y'all. I don't know. I think I've showed y'all this. I bought this leaning tower of Pisa to display jewelry on. And then last week I went to a new thrift store, and I shall be visiting it again. And I bought this little pink fluted cake plate for $1, and I'm going to put jewelry on it to take pictures. But don't look. Isn't that cool? You can put. Now I will. Oh, Civil War 1972. No, he's been collecting them since 1972. So he told me he had some from the Civil War, but they date back. And then he told me that he started collecting them since 1972. So anyway, but see, you can put bracelets on the little leaning tower of, the Eiffel Tower. put bracelets on it, take pictures. That would be cute. Anyway, I love finding neat things to set my jewelry on. So anyway, but yeah. And then I cannot make myself throw this away. I could shoot myself for dropping the. So I had this pretty little milk glass dish, candy dish. This is the lid to it. And I was sitting here fixing to get it put together to price it to go to my booth. And I dropped the bottom of it and shattered it. So I can't make myself throw this away. It is so pretty. I thought, actually, I thought it would be cool to, that's not a pretty one, to hang a necklace around it to take a picture. Like hang a necklace, just drape a necklace around it to take a picture. So anyway, see on Poshmark, they don't mind for you to be all artsy fartsy with your pictures. On eBay, they want them on black and white. They don't want no extra stuff in them. So this is why I enjoy doing Poshmark much better than I do eBay. So, but yeah, you could just drape stuff around it. But then I'm just sitting here looking at this, except for it's got that little knobby right there. You could almost turn it. Ooh, it will set up like that. I can make it into some kind of a dish. Wonder. Anyway, yeah, I just can't throw things like that away. Artsy fartsy. Do you not? Is that not a word you use? Artsy fartsy. So anyway, but yeah. So, but I want you guys to all join in. I worked one summer, Mike. I worked in an antique shop, and for my pay, instead of paying me, I was probably 14 that summer. Instead of paying me, she gave me a waterfall dressing table. It had a waterfall mirror, and it was a dressing table, and I refinished it that whole summer. I worked for her, and I basically just cleaned around the shop is all I done. I loved it. I loved it. I don't have, I mean, I have antiques, but I don't have a lot of things. We have like not dish sets, but dishes, pieces from, like, we have a bowl from Dave's granny, which Dave's mom just died 2 years ago, and she was in her mid-80s. So, you know, the dish from his granny would be an antique. We have a dish from both of his grannies. We have dishes from my granny, which my granny would have been 100 years old in 2017. She was born in 1917. So, oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I did not start collecting jewelry until after really right before, about a year before Dave got sick, maybe. After John died. Of course, you know, when John died, I was just in the middle of raising kids because he was 14, my son, when he died. So I was just in the middle of raising kids, and I mean, I've always liked rocks. I've got rocks that I've picked up since I was a kid. I have a rock that's floating around here. It's just a rock I picked up on a beach, but it's just shaped exactly like what a palm stone, and it is pink and black spotted, and it's here somewhere. I still have it, and I picked it up when I was a kid. We used to go to the lake, and my dad used to make me throw the rocks that I picked up back into the lake, because around the hot springs area there's a lot of crystals, and I would pick up a lot of crystal rocks. And so yeah, I love rocks. I've always loved rocks. When Dave and I got married, one of the main displays that I kept in my house was a little shadow box full of rocks. So every time my mom and dad would go on a trip after I left home and me and Dave were married, every time they'd go on a trip, bring me back a rock from where they went. So those are all here somewhere, but this little bitty house, there are lots of things tucked in a lot of drawers. I have a lot of drawer space in my home. So, oh my gosh. Moonstone, you need do you have a YouTube channel where you show your jewelry that you make? See, I've started getting into making jewelry. I have a soldering kit. I've played with it a little bit, but I don't use it to make stuff. So I just soldered some things, but um, I've always been real artsy, fartsy, crafty. Now my mom can sew anything. My mom is a master seamstress. She has made some of the most beautiful wedding dresses. And of course, I eloped and got married and didn't get a wedding dress made, but that's okay. But she's made me beautiful quilts. I have beautiful quilts on my bed. I didn't even know there was such a thing as a comforter until Dave and I got married, and his mom was always talking about, you need a comforter set. And I'm like, what's a comforter set? Didn't have a clue. We always slept with quilts. So my granny was a quilter. My great grandma was a quilter. So we have quilts. I have probably, I wouldn't even want to, I don't even want to count how many I have, but I know I have between 20 and 25 quilts. Uh, so, but yeah, I love my quilts. So I have some that are from Dave's great grandma that are in real bad shape, and I've been thinking really need to make them into a pillow because they take up a lot of room. Does your mama sell quilts? My mama sells quilt tops. She don't sell quilts. She sells quilt tops. If any of y'all, okay, if any of y'all follow me on YouTube, I mean not on YouTube, but on Facebook, you know I have an author page because I've written a couple of books. And just look up Cindy Lovin author page. And on that page, I have a photo album of some of the quilts my mom made, some of the quilt tops that she's made. They are absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, she does sell quilt tops, but she gets a good penny for them. So she don't sell them cheap. So anyway, she gets over $100 for each one, and usually a little bit more than that. So anyway, but hey, jewelry babe, welcome. So Arkansas payday. If you have a Dollar Tree in your area, they might still have candy corn, and ours had candy corn that doesn't expire until July of next year, marked 4 bags for $1. So you didn't know I wrote? Okay, let me tell you the writing story, and then I've got to go. That'll be part of that'll be part of Jude. Probably in any area you can find somebody that machine quilts and they can finish it. They finished the whole thing. So my mom just has arthritis so bad right now that she can't sit and quilt like she used to. So she doesn't quilt much. Anyway, so let me tell you about the books. Okay. From the time I was a kid, I've always been a writer. Everything, my feelings, I kept journals, I kept wrote in diaries. I laugh when I go back and read some of my diaries about some of the gushing I did over boys that I wouldn't even walk across the street to spit on now. But anyway, anyhow, so I've always been a writer. So about 11 years ago, I got into book reviewing and wrote book reviews for 10 years. I wrote book reviews. In fact, I only stopped writing book reviews when Dave got sick. But during that time, I made very good friends with an author here in Arkansas that lives in the northeastern corner of Arkansas. She writes Amish stories. And actually, we're both pastors' wives, and we actually met through a pastor's wife group and not through a writing group. But we got to be really good friends. And one day, we were talking like we do every day, chatting on Messenger. I asked her what she was doing. And she says, "I'm writing this. Trying to write a proposal for a book for the Quilts of Love series." And I said, "Oh, I love quilt stories." And she said, "Well, why don't you come up with a proposal idea, and I'll help you write the proposal, and we'll present it. And if your proposal gets picked, then we'll write the story together. You write the quilt story part and develop the characters, and I'll write the romance," because it was a contemporary romance. I was like, okay, okay. I hadn't wrote anything but book reviews. Now I had got to work with several publishing companies doing promotional things. I had created promotions for my friend's books. This same friend and her publishing company actually hired me to do some promoting for her, but I hadn't ever written a book proposal. I had written stories when I was a kid. I mean, I'd written stories, made up stories, and told my kids and stuff like that. Anyway, uh, I wrote, I came up with a proposal to write a story about an Appalachian ballad quilt. And if you don't know what an Appalachian ballad quilt is, do some research online, but it's a quilt that is basically a quilt that is designed around an Appalachian ballad. And mine was designed around the Appalachian ballad Pretty Sayro. And you can listen to that song on YouTube also. But anyway, so my story was around a story, my quilt. And so on my author page, there's a picture of a quilt that I designed for my story, and then I made it, and it we ended up making it into a wall hanging. You can buy it on Amazon. I'll tell you the name of it in just a minute. You can buy it on Amazon. The name of it is "Swept Away" by Laura Hilton and Cindy Lovin. Those are pretty. I've never seen a Limoges porcelain. I guess I have, maybe. Yeah, they're pretty. Mike, if you don't know this about me yet, one of the things you'll find out is I collect brooches. I have over 1,000 brooches. So yeah, I might have a hoarding problem, but we're not telling anybody. Okay. Anyway, so we presented the proposal and they bought it. And then was the freak out period of trying to write the book. And it was hard on our friendship because I would write these things that I would think was wonderful, and I couldn't write my way out of a bucket, just to tell you the truth. And then here she would come as an author who was multi-published and slash my stuff, and it would hurt my heart. Anyway, but we're still friends, and we made it through it. Our story was good. However, the publishing company, uh, oh, that one, the large windows looking into the woods. My mom, that's a maple leaf quilt, and my mom made that quilt for a girl. A girl brought that over. My mom made that quilt, and this girl built this cabin around that quilt. She has a little cabin up in the maple woods of their land. They have a maple tree forest in their on their land over in Oklahoma, and that's her maple tree cabin quilt. So anyway, but back to the book right quick, and I'll tell you, finish that up. So when that book came out, I had been working for 2 years. I had been working on a children's story, and I had started collaborating with uh, a with a artist in my state, and he literally drew rough pictures on scrap pieces of paper, took pictures of them with his iPhone, and then painted them on his iPhone. And we, the same month that the Swept Away, the Quilts book was released, my children's story, The Parables of Trevor Turtle, was released. Aren't y'all surprised that it's about a turtle? Anyway, Trevor Turtle is a little turtle that lives in the woods that helps people understand who they are and what they were created. That the theme verse for that is "You're fearfully and wonderfully made." And so, anyway, that story is called Diana's Wings, and it's about a little dragonfly that wants to be a butterfly. She wants butterfly wings, and Trevor helps her to understand that her body won't carry butterfly wings, that she's too tiny, but that she's fearfully and wonderfully made the way that God made her. So, anyway, so then let's see, what else have I written? Oh, then I wrote a chapter in an anthem called Fear Not. That was, I don't think it's available anymore, and it was an anthem. It was part of the part of my son's story about him dying. So yes, Trevor Turtle, that's his name. And all everybody in my stories, in that story, all of those just go to YouTube and search my name, Cindy Lovin. They'll come up. They'll come up. No, not YouTube, Amazon. I'm sorry. Go to Amazon and search my name, Cindy Lovin. They'll come up on Amazon. Anyway, all of it, like Diana Dragonfly, Trevor Turtle, um, Sally Squirrel was in it. They all had double names with double consonants. So I have some more children's stories that I have written about. Actually, they're modeled off of my cousin's kids, who are hilariously funny. And I'm just at the wrong. It's just the wrong time of life to write books right now. I don't have the concentration to sit and do the work that I need to do it. I don't. I tease about having adult ADD, but since Dave's been sick, the stress levels that went along with that has really affected my concentration level. I don't. In fact, in the 2 years since, well, actually 3 years now since, because Dave just had his third life anniversary, if y'all saw that on Facebook. But in that 3 years, I've literally completely read 2 whole books, two. And you're talking about somebody that read a book a day. I was reading before I got sick. Before I got sick, actually, one of my computer does a talk to type, but it's a concentration thing. There's a lot more to writing than just getting a story done. So a whole lot more. But anyway, um, my concentration levels are just not what was. I can't. I mean, if you watch my videos, I'd lose my concentration on these on here too. So anyway, but yeah, um, that was just a period of life that I don't know if I'll ever write another book. I have been approached multiple times about writing Dave's story and also writing John's story. Um, and for there are several new people here that probably haven't been around long enough to know that 10 years ago in 2009, my youngest son accidentally hung himself playing the choking game. I had never really knew much about the choking game until that happened, and now I know more than I ever want to know. But they you meant to tap Candy Love. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, but after John died and we started learning about the choking game, we found out that 3 out of 4 kids know what the choking game is and all of the many names that go with that. But out of those 3 out of 4 kids, if you take those 4 kids and you interview the 8 parents that go along with those 4 kids, you'll find that only 1 to 2 of those parents know what the choking game is. And so what we made our goal was to educate parents. The choking game is where they call it the pass out game. 7 minutes to heaven, elevator to heaven. Has many names, but basically it's where kids choke themselves to give themselves a head rush, and then it escalates because it takes more to get the bigger head rush. And our son accidentally hung himself trying to get the head rush. Anyway, so then 3 years ago, my husband David fell dead in his barber shop with a major arrhythmia problem. They never found out what caused it, so he now has a pacemaker and defibrillator combo, but he ended up with an anoxic. He was 14. He was 14. He would have been 25 this year on his birthday, which was a couple weeks ago. October the 27th was his birthday. Um, Dave fell dead in his barber shop. He spent 100 days in the hospital and the nursing home. And I brought him home on Valentine's Day. And he ended up with an anoxic brain injury, a traumatic brain injury, also called an anoxic brain injury because it's due to lack of oxygen. Pacemaker and defibrillator combo. He lost basically pretty much a lot of his dexterity and he was a barber, so he can't hold the scissors and control them. He can hold scissors, but he can't control them. So, okay, Mike, email me cnd11@yahoo.com, and maybe show me some pictures of some of your cameos, and we can talk. Okay. So, and YouTube is the great way to sell it. So, anyway, but Dave is he's recovered. I mean, he is preaching and teaching again some, and but he's totally a different person than he was before he died. So, and then uh, mm, you know, everybody has hard times. You don't meet anybody in life that hasn't had something traumatic happen to them. You just don't go through life without trauma. Not, I mean, I don't know anybody that hasn't had something sad happen to them. So, my dad died last year, so that that threw me for a loop, nearly as big a loop as Dave dying. So, but Dave came back, so thank you, I appreciate that. So, but you just do what you have to do to get through life, and you make it, because there is no option to quit. There just is no option to quit. So, not for hard-headed people like me. So anyway, I didn't mean for this to get all serious. We are just talking about crafting. If y'all want to join my hop along crafting, hey Snowfeet, if you want to join it, I would love to have y'all join. And please just message me here on that. Uh, and I'm going to say bye. Thanks. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye. I love y'all too. You are great friends. Great friends.